Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Cardano chart and the Bitcoin chart, and we can see that pretty much the whole market is dropping just as we speak. Just before it started, actually, we had a chat in the private Telegram group, and I said, I think actually, because we had something seen on the chart, on the Bitcoin chart, I think that we dive a little bit deeper in my target range. So we start with Bitcoin first, and yeah, it is, it just happens actually as we speak. So if I go to the 1 hour chart, here at some point we did chat in the Telegram group. I said we'll probably dive a little bit deeper into this target range, and I basically based that on the fact that we failed to make a new high here. We had this strong wick to the upside as well, and also this morning in my update video earlier today I showed you that potential 1 2 3 4 5 pattern to the downside here, which in my view possibly hasn't been completed yet, because we haven't found our way above 60.7k, which is that important Fibonacci retracement level that normally the price would go up to, and I did show you that in the previous video. So from all the way up here, from the top to the low that we marked here, yeah, just here where my mouse is currently, we have that retracement level to 60.7k. It's the 0.382 fib level, and we haven't managed to get above that. If we get above that, that indicates with the higher probability, much higher probability, that the downtrend here is over. But since we haven't managed to get above that and even stayed below the 50-day moving average, it indicated to me also that we continue our way down, or at least come a little bit further, a little bit deeper into that yellow target range. And this basically also works as per the Elliott Wave theory here with, yeah, basically another 5 to the downside. Hopefully it will hold in this target range. If it doesn't, then we have to talk about much deeper prices in my view. As I said before, this would then for Bitcoin and the whole crypto market indicate that this sort of uptrend at the moment is over for now. And it doesn't mean that we enter a bear market, but it means that we have to see a much deeper correction. As I said in previous videos, I don't think it will happen. I'm bullish generally. I think we will see maybe not Plan B's price target hit in November, but in November, December, January, I believe that we will see a new all-time high. I base that on other indicators as well, but purely here based on the Elliott Wave method, I think that we will find once more support in this yellow target range, but possibly deeper. Yeah, maybe even at around 54k down here. Which is basically another fib level down here. So you've got a Fibonacci retracement level up here and here. And yeah, this is a key one here at 53.8k. Now at the moment, tipping point, key decision point. We haven't formed a new low, but this does not look bullish at the moment, So just waiting here for possibly another deeper dive into that yellow target range. And does it need to happen now? Not necessarily. It can also go up once more and then come down once more. But overall, in my view, everything in this target range is a buying price, at least for me. Last time we hit it here, I bought quite a lot of cryptos. I went not all in, but I went in with a lot. Basically, nobody knows, are we going to find support really in this target range? Or do we fall deeper? Nobody knows. But for me, it's more likely that we find support here and at some point go up again from this target range, as I said before. But what I want to say here is that I think these are buying prices because, if we go up from here, this can be fast, this can be fast. And this could really be, in my view, the last step before we see new all-time highs, okay? And I think if we then break out from here to the upside, there won't be many more chances for someone to buy the dip, really. Not until 70k, right? So that is why for me these are buying prices, and I can't give you financial advice if you think you want to wait a little bit longer or whatever, or you want to wait until we build another impulsive move here to the upside. That's fine, but I went in with quite a lot of money here and bought altcoins, and yeah, altcoins basically. However, the risk obviously is if we rush through here, through that target range, that we could actually, and I did say it in previous videos, that we could actually come down to 29k. Now, as I said, I don't think that's scenario will happen, but it is a possibility. So it also is a possibility based on an alternative wave count for the Elliott waves. Yeah. But I don't really present it here because I personally don't believe it happens. I showed it a few times, so it's a possibility. So I just did show it to you because I believe in educating people. So everybody needs to be aware that this is a possibility. And honestly, it's actually not an unlikely one as per the Elliott Wave method. And I tell you one thing, if we really rush through here and we get to 29K, then in my view, that is proof that Elliott Waves work. But generally, overall, I believe, because on other indicators, you know, it's always, I mean, the Elliott Wave method is only basically one indicator, one method. Now, right, if you use different methods and different indicators, you know, there's the pi cycle top indicator, there's other indicators for Bitcoin as well, like the stock to flow model as well, you know, and there's other ones. So use them all together. So overall, I believe we might come down here once more, a little bit deeper into the target range, and from then should we then go up. For Cardano, similar, you know, Cardano also still, it really likes it a lot in this target range. It really likes it a lot. So we can see it, feels at home in this yellow target range. And again, haven't made a new low yet, but also I think we could dive a little bit deeper again once more together with Bitcoin then into the target range. At the moment, it's holding at 176. You know, we already dropped here a few days ago to 169. And again, you know, we could come down all the way down to 145 in my view. That would still be part of that bullish scenario, believe it or not, but it's part of the Elliott Wave count. I don't think we'll come down that far, but it is a possibility. It would also be that previous high here from the beginning of July. That would be very, very close to that range, and there we could find a lot of support here. It's a fib level, you know, they're at 145, 146 plus that significant high here. So you've got again a little bit of a confluence of different support factors here. Overall, this is holding quite well at the moment up here, but yeah, we could dive a little bit deeper. Just want to pre-warn you. I still believe we will turn around in this yellow target range, but we could also, in the short term at least, drop a little bit more before we then see that turnaround, unfortunately, because we have not seen a turnaround yet. You can see we have not seen a turnaround. This is not bullish, what we see here. It's not a bullish move. It's not an impulsive move that we see here. And I did say it to you before, in that target range, at some point, there will be a turnaround, in my opinion. Yeah, also based on Elliott Wave counts, Elliott Wave target levels in this target box, there should be a turnaround. And again, if it means being patient, but I don't care. I stake my ADA and I earn staking rewards, plus I earn token rewards of DEXs. So I don't really mind at the moment that the price stays quite low. What is important though is to see on the ADABTC chart that we continue at bullish preparation here, still in this descending wedge bullish, possibly breakout to the upside. ADABTC, what's important to me is that this can tell us already beforehand that there might be a turnaround and that ADA will outperform Bitcoin when this breakout at above the resistance of that descending wedge happens and we're moving closer and closer into the apex. Now that could be, honestly, it could be another 2 to 3 weeks until we get into the apex. That might work quite well with the Pluto's backend dropping, because I think that will go live in a couple of weeks as well on the mainnet. What is interesting to see here is we still have that bullish divergence. We stick to it, you know, for a while now. We've been developing this now for a month, and it just shows that yeah, ADA is, I think, a sleeping giant. It just waits to wake up. It likes to keep people waiting. Also, what we can see on the MACD, we can see a potential buy signal coming up here with a cross on the zero line coming possibly in the next in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, so we are going to prepare for that. You know, last time that happened here, we saw the price mooning. Honestly, it started to outperform Bitcoin a lot. Exactly. Let me just go in. When that MACD cross happened to the upside. No, we actually started to pump before. Yeah, just before that. And then 2 days later, we saw the zero line cross on the MACD as well. So yeah, I think this is quite an important indicator. So let's keep an eye on that. and I remain bullish on my Cardano, on our Cardano. It's a great crypto, it just needs a bit of time. And again, that is just what I see in the Elliott Wave chart. So hopefully you liked that update video about Cardano. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.